everybody. We are going to my book signing. This is October 3rd, 2017. Fierce at 4'2" is here. Not here, but here. So the walk is a little dark, but we're almost there. It's right around the corner. In downtown, it's like super nice on one street, and you turn a corner and it's super not nice. Especially on how the show goes, and you look and see how you, not necessarily how you're portrayed, but how the audience sees you, and you feel like, okay, well, like looking from an outside perspective of what you did may make you have second opinions about going back and doing it again. Not as much pre-motherhood, but especially now that I'm a mom, I really look back and say, okay, that wasn't a good idea. And I know, I go from 1 to like 500. I don't really have a middle ground, as Tonya will tell you. Legitimately, all of these women, we were all friends prior to the show. So you're comfortable with your friends. You can go off on your friends and then be friends next week. And I'm realizing that sometimes it's a lot harder to do that on national television because you're really wearing your heart on your sleeve. Those kinds of things sometimes are not necessarily the way that you want them to be. Hear me out, right? If you're on a show and you're acting like fake, then it really shines through. I don't want to be fake, and even if I'm not coming off in the best light, I want to be 100% real because I never want to have any regrets with anything that's happened, and that's me.
No regrets, dog.
No regrets. All right, any other questions? Yes.
What would you say was like a big moment where you felt attacked, like bullied by somebody, and how did you overcome it?
So in my book, ironically, I was more bullied by my superiors, by my teachers, than I was by other students. And the sad thing is that they didn't even know they were bullying me. They were just discriminating against me versus their children of average size, their students of average size stature. It played a mind game with me to the point where it really made me realize that I wasn't like everybody else. Bullying can come in so many different shapes, forms, fashions, and I feel like having a strong family and having a confident home life is so important because so many children want that love and want that acceptance, and even if you get it, if you don't get it anywhere else, if you get it at home, it will totally change that child. My brother and I were very fortunate to have a very strong mother that was very confident and would reinforce that confidence in us on a regular basis. And that's truly how I've become who I am today. A lot of the book is about what I went through to overcome and to kind of get to where I am now. And not necessarily from your average perspective. I did a lot of crazy jobs. Like an average little person never gets a role that you're just out there and saying like, oh, this is the next Julia Roberts. It's like, here's your elf costume, there's a beard, go get your jingle bell on and let's make this happen. I realized throughout my career that I was in charge. I started finding out throughout my career that I was in charge by impersonating. And it wasn't what I really, really wanted to do. But I was able to sing for a living, and that was what I really, really wanted to do. I wanted to be able to entertain for a living. And it sounds like such a cheesy, weird thing, but you're never gonna know what you can do unless you try it. You just never know what you're going to do, and you can never say, somebody can never tell you what you are in life. You're the only one that can tell you what you are in life.
What inspired you to write?
Everything from Little Women to marriage to children to Dancing with the Stars, and it felt like the right time in my life. It felt like I was finally telling a story about Terra instead of telling a story about a mini impersonator. There's so many Little People books out there that are like, woe is me, and I didn't want to write the woe is me book. I wanted to write the Terra book, and it's so different than any other book out there written by a little person, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. Are you crying? Don't cry.
I sent you Canva like a long time ago. I like asked you if you liked One Direction, but
Oh my gosh, I love that. I remember that. Yes. Nobody else asked me if I liked One Direction except for you.
I couldn't believe that.